The House will come to order. This morning, the pledge will be said by Jacob Howley and Hannah Howley from Classical Conversations in Castle Rock, Colorado, guests of Minority Leader Neville.
Will you please join me with the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt. Baisley. Beckman. Benavides. Byrd. Bockenfeld. Bridges. Buck. Buckner. Bunteo. Caraveo. Carver. Catlin. Coleman. Cutter. Duran. Escar. Exum. Exum.
Excused.
Galindo. Garnett. Geithner. Gonzalez Gutierrez. Gray. Hanson. Herod. Hooten. Humphrey. Jackson. Jaquez Lewis. Kennedy. Kip. Kraft Tharp. Landgraf. Larson. Lewis. Liston. Lontine. McCluskey. McKean. McKean.
Excused.
McLaughlin. Melton. Michelson Janae. Mullica. Neville. Pelton. Pelton. Rankin. Ransom. Rich. Roberts. Roberts. Sane.
Excused.
Sandridge. Singer. Sirota. Snyder. Soper. Sullivan. Tipper. Tatone. Valdez A. Valdez D. Van Winkle.
Excused.
Weissman. Williams. Wilson. Madam Speaker.
Here. With 60 members present, 4 excused, and 1 vacancy, I guess, and 61 present, 4 absent, we have a quorum. Representative Baisley.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I move that the reading of the Journal of Monday, January 7, 2019 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
You've heard the motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. No. Representative Baisley, that's 0 for 2, but I'll give you a pass anyway. The motion is adopted. Are there any announcements? Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I want to let you all know that we have a very exciting announcement this morning. There was a vacancy committee in House District 3 because, as all of you know, Representative Bridges is going to the Senate. And last night, Meg Froelich, who is here with us, won her vacancy committee and will be sworn in on Monday.
Welcome, Meg Froelich. Any other announcements or introductions? Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
I'll swear in.
It's an honor to serve with you.
Oh, it is an honor to serve with you, Representative Catlin.
Thank you very much. Members, if I could have your attention, this is a big day for me.
Members, if we could have silence in the chamber, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's a big day for me because today my youngest baby is 21 years old. So if you see that boy around, well, if you see that young man around the Capitol, please embarrass him as much as you possibly can because he's an awful good guy. Marcus, my boy, up in the corner. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, cowboy.
Representatives Rankin, Esgar, and Hansen.
Good morning, members. You may have noticed some reading material on your desk. Yeah, I know. Reading material already. We're getting to work. We've been waiting for you all to come join us to work. So I'm going to turn it over to Representative Rankin.
As the, I guess, veteran of the crew, I get to talk a little bit about this. And we are your JBC team. Unless one of us got banished away to some lower chamber, more about that later, you would see an awful lot of this team in front of you this year. You'll see us every time the really important stuff comes up, the budget. So this is the start. These are probably the 3 most important and most fascinating documents that you'll get on your desk among all the paperwork. So let me just tell you what you got. First of all, this is called a budget in brief. You should have this with you every time you go to a town hall, every time you talk to a constituent. You actually can explain the state's budget with just a little work with this document. So this ought to be like, carry this and a copy of the U.S. Constitution with you everywhere you go. All right, then this is the staff budget briefing summary, this document. This is what Governor Hickenlooper's staff requested of the JBC on 1 November. Our staff has put this together for all of you in a nice tight little package. The original document was big, thick. So this will tell you, and it's department by department, this will tell you what the departments are asking for and what the budget requests are for this year. You need to tell us whether you agree with this or not. You'll be asked when we meet with the departments in joint budget, you'll be asked what you think of these recommendations. We need your input. So this one, this is the appropriations report for the year we're currently in. Now, you're not going to read the whole thing, but all of you, well, you might. Some of you might. I don't know. But what you do with this document is you go to those departments that are the responsibility of your committee of reference. If you're in charge of judicial, that's what you go to. But you can get down to the details of what we did last year and the money we're spending this year. If somebody asks you a question about the budget, you can probably answer it with this document. I carry this with me all the time. It doesn't fit in my back pocket almost, like budget in brief. So budget in brief, the overview, this is the request for next year, and this is what we're doing this year. So keep these around, talk to us, because we want your input on all of this stuff. We really do try to do the will of the legislature, although we get accused sometimes by Representative Garnett of not necessarily doing the will of the legislature, but we want your input. So get familiar with these documents. Thank you.
All right. And the last comment is just to say this one from the governor. Remember, this is a polite suggestion. We're going to get another set of polite suggestions from the new governor. And it is our job to decide what we think of those suggestions. So come and let us know as you make it through the 1,000 line items in the Colorado state budget. And we can't wait to hear your thoughts, your feedback as we work on behalf of the House. Thank you.
And members, you may have missed it, but we will be coming to your committee of references soon. So be looking through these suggestions. Let us know when we come and meet with you as the JBC what you like, what you don't like, and start working on it now, because we really do aim to make this more inclusive budget, a budget cycle. So we want to hear from you. So this is why this is on your desk now. While we have a little less work to do, you have time to dig into this. So thank you.
Any other announcements? Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and it's an honor to serve with you.
Thank you, Representative Valdez. It's an honor to serve with you.
I want to recognize someone that's here in the chambers with us, former State Representative Angela Piccioni. She's here with us in the back, and I just wanted to recognize her and give her a round of applause. Thank you.
Welcome, Representative Piccioni. Thank you for joining us today. Any other announcements and introductions? Then we are going to move into the introduction and consideration of resolutions. Introduction of resolution, Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the rules be suspended and H.R. 1003 be given immediate consideration. The resolution should be in everyone's desk, in their drawers.
The question before the House is to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of H.R. 1003. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. The motion is passed. Message from the Senate.
Madam Speaker, the Senate has adopted SJR 2 and transmits herewith.
Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So we are still on H.R. 1003. And members, this is the resolution that establishes the committees There are a few changes this year in how the committees are made up. So, for example, health and insurance is just health and insurance, and local government is now part of transportation and rural affairs and agriculture. So there was a change to that title as well. So that's what's in this resolution. So therefore, I move that H.R. 1003 be adopted.
The question. Oh, Mr. Randall has not read the title. Mr. Randall.
House Resolution 1003 by Representative Garnett concerning changes to the rules of House of Representatives regarding committees of reference.
Okay, Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that H.R. 1003 be adopted.
The question before the House is the adoption of H.R. 1003. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. H.R. 1003 is adopted. So now, okay, we are going to do SJR 2, is that correct? Okay. Mr. Majority Leader, introduction of resolution.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the rules be suspended and SJR 2 be given immediate consideration.
Mr. Randall, please read the title.
Senate Joint Resolution 2 by Senator Fenberg, also Representative Buckner, concerning the officers and employees of the first regular session of the 72nd General Assembly.
This is the resolution that sets the salary ranges. Did you move it already? No. Oh, Representative Buckner.
Madam Speaker, I move that SJR 19-002 be adopted. This is the resolution that sets the salary ranges for House and Senate employees.
The motion is the adoption for SJR 002. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. The resolution is adopted. Mr. Randall, please open the machine for co-sponsors.
It's an opt-out. You can opt out. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll do training and bill deadline.
And what?
The bill deadline.
Okay, and then, so we'll do announcements and introductions. We'll do that, and then we'll just go to places.
Great. Until later today.
Mr. Randall, please close the machine. All right, announcements and introductions. Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I have three very important announcements about today and tomorrow and the remainder of the week, so please pay attention. So today is the inauguration. Please, you need to be in the chamber today at 10:15 to be escorted down to your seats by 10:30. Your guests with credentials can enter on the north side, so you won't be going down to be seated with your guests. So make sure that they go to the north side and make sure that you're here in the chamber at 10:15. Tomorrow morning, there's an ethics, diversity, workplace harassment session. Tomorrow, Wednesday, January 9th, in the Old State Library, room 271, right, which is right over there by the elevators. The session will begin promptly at 9:45, and it's mandatory for all legislators. Roll will be called. So 9:45 tomorrow. The next announcement that I have is around Bill deadlines. Make sure that you get Thursday, which is January 10th, is the final deadline for submitting bill requests for your final 2 bills to OLLS. The deadline for those bills to be introduced is January 25th. There is another deadline on January 11th for bill introduction for the 2 other of your first 3 that aren't your pre-file. Does that make sense? I'll say that one more time. January 10th, you have to submit bill titles for your final 2 of your 5. Those bills will need to be introduced by January 25th. On January 11th, the following day, there is an introduction deadline for the 2 other bills that are part of your first 3 that aren't your pre-file. If you want to talk further about that, feel free to just pull me aside. I think Representative Gray would like me to go on further. Are you all right? All right, that's all, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Majority Leader Garnett. Any other announcements? Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It is an honor to serve with you.
And you as well, Representative.
So guess what, folks? We have another birthday. Woo! May I please get the Capitol Choir down into the well? So do you guys think I'm going to enjoy this, for the rest of the session? This is fun. All righty. Hello, choir. Come on, members, Capitol Choir. Good. There you go. It's Monica Duran. Yes. You are Monica Duran. So we're out in the breakfast. Tell your colleagues. Right behind you. Oh. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. Let's go. Are we ready? Yes. Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Representative Duran. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Capitol Choir.
Well done. Thank you, Representative Jackson and the Capitol Choir. Are there any other announcements and introductions? Seeing no more announcements and introductions, Majority Leader Garnett.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Can I just amend one of my announcements about inauguration? I guess the plan has changed just slightly. Your guests can join you here to walk down together if you want. Once we all get to the north entrance, they will have to go through the metal detectors or the magnometers. The representatives will not. So at that point, they will split. But if you wanted to walk down together, you're more than welcome to do that. With that, Madam Speaker, I move that the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess till later today. Oh, you do not need to come back. The representatives do not need to come back to join the House. You're only coming back in order to go to the inauguration. Does that? So we do not sit back as a House later today. We are not coming back as a House later today. You are only coming back to go down to the inauguration. We will come back to introduce bills later today, perhaps.
Thank you.